I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau resigning, a political departure in Ottawa that will have major implications for Ontario politics. Hours later, Premier Doug Ford responded, urging the Prime Minister to continue to focus his remaining months in office on U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's tariff threats.
We need the Prime Minister to continue doing his job. Prorogation doesn't mean vacation.
But Ford's own political future could be at a crossroads. Rumors he'll call an early provincial vote continue to swirl. And the Premier was repeatedly asked whether Trudeau's departure means Ontario could be headed to the polls soon, refusing to say. He's focused on the possible trade war, he says.
Well, I can tell you, my eye hasn't been taken off the ball for a second here.
That's exactly.
But some political analysts think that Trudeau's long goodbye and low approval ratings could help Doug Ford. It does narrow the timeline to get out ahead of the possible fall of the federal government in March.
I think they're more ready for an election than they're...
This progressive conservative campaigner says.
It would very much benefit Doug Ford to go while Justin Trudeau is still on TV as the Prime Minister of Canada every day. Would also very much benefit Doug Ford to go while the Liberals are still clinging to what remains of the Trudeau climate policy, in particular the carbon tax. I suspect that will be a casualty of the Liberal leadership as it winds into high gear.
His resignation comes...
This Liberal strategist says he expects Trudeau's departure won't change much when it comes to the PC's decision.
There's a place where it's all happening.
The province has been spending millions for months on advertising that has a campaign tone to it.
I think an Ontario election call in February for a vote in March, give or take a week or two on either side, is all but certain at this point.
NDP strategist Kim Wright says regardless of the Prime Minister's decision and the tariff threat, the Premier will have to run on his own record.
It's very easy to be Captain Canada. It is much harder to run on your own personal record when people are still stranded in hallways, in hospitals, that they can't get family doctors, that our schools are crumbling. Those are very much at the Premier of the province of Ontario's feet.
The Prime Minister.
In the end, Ford urged Trudeau to hold a new meeting with the premiers, and he continues to push for a personal sit-down with Trump ahead of his inauguration later this month. Shawn, Jeffords, CBC News, Toronto.